Tech and the fans are in Joe IA Stadium ready to have a good time. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisiana Tech's offense will start this game off. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Booth. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Offense lining up quickly. Movement here from the tight end. He's going to pass on second down. Caught near the sideline, it's Booth. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Kennesaw State's offense will take the field for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on you on second down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He'll pull it down. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some point.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be...
They stripped it out. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. The defense with the scoop and score. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines or else you draw the flag. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Grab behind the line. It's Simon. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the tailback. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Catch in the middle. It's Rousseau. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't.
He's taking the shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Headed to the end zone. Give him 6. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Here's the handoff. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on second down after the good first down run. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
He'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Williams.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy. Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up?
And that pass picked off.
Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Pulls and fires complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He got it.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You'd really like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The give to the single back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Owls! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 11 over Georgia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Third down coming up.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The give is to Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make...
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
He's got it. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive places.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field. You get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They move the tight end all over. He wants to pass it on second down. Still looking on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to move the chains. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. On the move, it's Bateman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Kennesaw State right back to work. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Kennesaw State 42, Louisiana Tech 10.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Simon. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.